Okay, hello, everybody. It's a beautiful, it's a beautiful Sunday morning, and near fall Sunday morning. It's not quite fall, but it feels like it, which is my favorite season, so I like that. Uh, Fall is kind of like spring, only I don't get massive allergy attacks, so that's good. Unfortunately, I can't go to church because somebody in my household is sick, so I'm gonna try finishing off these side quests here, assuming nothing comes up. And and but I just wanted to say, I thought of a couple ways that, you know, despite the fact that I'm not going to church, that God just takes care of even the little things. Like for instance, this past week, because of sickness, I missed 2.5 days of work, which means that my next paycheck is going to be is going to be massively short of what it normally is. However, the 2 weeks before that, I got a lot more hours than usual, and my last paycheck was a lot greater. Um, and well, so I've got my bills paid for the last for the last 2.5 months. I have my for the next month and a half. I have all my bills paid out of this last paycheck. Things are at, so things are actually looking up. So even though I can't splurge on anything, I'm not going to I'm not going to be in danger of, you know, not being able to pay my bills or anything like that. So that's one way. And then another thing that I just thought of that I have to praise God for is I had an old style Xbox 360, right? That I've been using until I got an Xbox One X in, I think it was 2018, 2019. But there's like a little 6-year-old boy. He likes playing, he likes doing things like he likes coming over to our house sometimes, and like on Game Pass he really likes playing the Dragon Ball Z fighting games that are available there, and that I don't think they're available anymore because I ended up buying them because I was having so much fun with them. But when they were on last time they were on sale, but but yeah, so they couldn't really afford a video game system. So so after using this for years, last year for Christmas, I I gave them my old Xbox 360, the old white one. The old, it wasn't repaired or anything for the Red Ring of Death, but he's been using it daily and hasn't had any problems after I have been using it daily. And this was my first Xbox 360 did Red Ring of Death, and this was a used one because I didn't have a lot of money because I got laid off from my job thanks to the economy. I had to buy a used one for $50 on eBay back in the day, and this is that one back in 2009. And I was using it every single day for hours every single day. Like for instance, I used to use it. I used to use it. Then when I did start working, I used to use it because I found my job somewhat exhausting and stressful. It was kind of physical and stuff, and so so I've been using it daily since 2009. Then yet last year in 2012, I gave it to the Christmas of no, not 2012, 2022. I gave it to them. I gave it to this kid as a Christmas present with all my Xbox 360 games and some Dragon Ball Z games that he really liked. And it's been work and he's been using it daily and it still works and it's just like Yeah, and I've talked to people and they've all said, "Well, that thing should be dead. It should have overheated by now. It should have, red ringed on them." But it's like, how could you give that to him? Well, it's just working. That's all I can. It's just like good night. I'm just saying. I just think it's I just think this is a praiseworthy thing, and I just thank God that I've been able to pay my bills for the month despite being sick, and I just and I praise God for just because this kid, he's a really nice, really good kid, just letting me give him something that would, you know, give him some entertainment, and in his life, and having it just keep working. I praise God for keeping the Xbox 360 working until, you know, I thought of giving it to him and everything. Yeah, I'm just getting lost here. I might have to go back up to the Normandy and go back down. I really hate this mission, chasing down these stupid monkeys. I mean, for crying out loud, monkeys! I can't be the only one who hates this. Come on. And what's more, they get to the one thing that pays off the side quest with the consort. You have to go over all these anymore. There were only there were only a handful of things he could do with it, and it was just a problem. And yeah, the real hard way. I'm with you, Ash. To play, like, he wanted to get on and play because my brother doesn't live near the rest of us, so he likes getting online and playing with him to interact with him. And they had this computer that had everything he needed. Now it was a display model right there in Europe, right there in not Europe, Walmart, and how do you say Europe? But it was right there in Walmart. I was just in Walmart one day, and for $200, and this was during the graphics card shortage, and for $200, they had a computer that had everything he needed. I mean, he was able to transfer a hard drive from his old computer and everything, so it just had everything he needed and it was just sitting there. He had just been bemoaning that he couldn't play games with my brother online and stuff, and he wanted to, and keeping track of all these monkeys is okay. This is just annoying, but also I don't like running them over, so that's an extra annoying. So I guess I give myself a challenge there of not running over the monkeys. But yeah, and that was right about what he could afford. And this was late 2020. This was during the graphics card shortage. This was during you know everything. And it runs all the games he wants to play with my brother just fine. And it's like it runs them smoothly, and yeah, they just it was just like, but yeah, that it just shows that just I mean that's why and I admit I've had trouble trusting God in the past, but I've really been feeling more peace as I think about these things because what I started to do was start thinking of it in a way that, and now I'm not. I I mean, up even as recently as last year, I was suffering from huge panic attacks, but a lot of the time, but it became a thing of but I just decided to start thinking about, well, wait a second, none of my worst fears have ever come true, and and if God looks out for something as as inconsequential as 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 whether or not I you know my dad has a working computer, or whether or not you know the kid next door can play Xbox games with his friends from school, then you know uh, then I really should. Oh, cool! You can see the rings. I never noticed that before. That's what I love about this game in particular of the Mass Effect series is there's always something when I'm exploring these planets that I see that I didn't notice before, and and I love that about it. I mean, yeah, just look at those rings. Then, yeah, how much more can you be trusted with the big things? And it's sort of like, oh, you're talking about how you know Sparrow doesn't fall without him noticing. So to me, come on. Have to examine every monkey on the planet. Not even Jane Goodall tries to do that. She at least limits herself to one group. And it's like, but there's that. So maybe you think I'm just being silly, but that's how I'm feeling today, and that's what's enabled me to give up on panicking about stuff. And I am that's the other thing I realized. Panic is really a selfish act, in that it puts you out of action, and it makes the people around you have to worry, and they have to try and calm you down, and they're worried about you, and it's just like, and I'm just able to put that aside now, and it feels so good to, for the first time in my life, not be suffering from major attacks of anxiety. Suffering from anxiety attacks has been my default for so long. It's just so freeing to not be doing that, and to you know oh, come on. Oh, come on. There's always one that I miss seeing. There's always one of those red things that I miss seeing, because but I feel like I'm cheating if I override it. So, it's like, you know, so yeah, I'm just feeling way better than I know I know materially I'm not in the best place I've ever been in my life, but I'm now at the point where I can focus. I'm losing weight. I'm for the first time in my life I'm sticking to a diet and not stress eating. You know, all these problems that I had are just, oh, that's right, it's in the mine. How come I always forget that? So I have to go back to the mine over there. Yeah. But it's just like, and I'm getting my life together, and for the first time in my life I'm actually, for the first time in since I was a kid, I'm not feeling dread about the future, and it's just such a freeing place to be, and it's like I'm able to just have fun, doing this, and I don't, and I'm never, and I don't, and I'm not trying to be a big YouTube live streamer. I know nobody's watching, only a couple of people are watching this, but hey, I enjoy that you're watching, and I can't remember if there are Geff in here or not, but I'm not taking any chances. Um, and it's I don't know. I'm just feeling so good, and I just wanted to share why. But yeah, but yeah. Let's find the rest of these stupid monkeys. Hey you, do you have my module? Stupid monkeys. All right. Pretty sure. Isn't there a production company called Stupid Monkey? Stupid space monkey. Oh, I don't think I have to unlock anything to get the module thing. Oh well. Well, I'll just get rid. Don't really have much choice. Stupid monkey. But yeah, let's find that module and get out of here. Is this the way I came in? I don't know. I've been too busy talking about stuff. Okay, let's go. See, this 20 minutes of checking monkeys. Yeah, riveting live streaming content, riveting YouTube content here. But I just do this because it's a fun hobby. I just have fun doing it. I actually have fun with the technical aspect. Good. Now let's go. Uh, what? Oh, so yeah. So that's why I remembered Geff ambushing me, because they do. Let's end this one. You Geff destroyer. All right, I think there's still a couple of them. There you go, you stupid Geff. there's still one more here. Where? Where'd he go? Oh, that's where you were hiding. Thought you could hide from me, did ya? That was your first mistake. Yeah. Boob, 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 boob. So yeah. Do 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 do. Ba 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 boo. Hey, Rookie, watch me pull a data module out of my hat. Again? Open up my sleeve. Presto. Yeah, where did that monkey have that data module? And I'm not sure I want to see. I'm not sure I want the only answer that could possibly that there could possibly be to that question. I mean, this isn't all creatures great and small. I don't want to think about Shepard sticking his hand up a monkey's butt to retrieve a data module. Oh, no. I forget. You got no thanks. Yeah, no respect. I get no respect. You could at least thank me for, you know, you could at least thank me for chasing down monkeys and fighting Geff, but I get no respect. No respect, I tells ya. Yeah. Let me guess. You're not going to ask anyone else in the vast alliance military. I'm not even sure the Normandy isn't the only ship in the alliance military at this point. It's suffering from Star Trek syndrome. But I'm sidetracking you with this anyway. I mean, really. Oh, and whoever is training in, when I say I know how to broadcast, I mean I don't think I'm ever going to be a big. I'm not under the delusion I'm ever going to be some big, streamer. I do appreciate you tuning in, and I do like doing this, and it's yeah. First, let me just get all the other stuff on this planet that I need to get. Let's go. Boom, boom. Ow. Ooh. Let's deal with the anomaly first before fighting Geff. Up, up, and away. Oh, okay, yeah. See, I love the look of the planets in this, especially when you look into the sky. I really feel like I'm on an alien planet here. I mean, that's why I like these side quests. That's why I guess the Mako doesn't annoy me the way it does some people. I just enjoy driving around and looking at these planets. I know that's not to everyone's taste, but I have fun doing. But that's part. But the journey is part of the experience to me. I know some people. I can understand why, if you're doing a speed run or something, you would consider this a waste of time, but I like it. Okay, let's go over there and see what's over here with a question mark. Gentlemen, question mark. Gentlemen, question mark. Oh yeah, and this does come into play slightly in Mass Effect 3, and you can go to this planet to complete a little side quest thing there. Yeah, you can shoot a probe down and you'll get that Cacliosaur skull for a cloning thing. So the Solarians can clone it and go full Jurassic Park. Bum 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 bum. It's gonna give me any XP. I doubt it, but we'll see. You know what? Screw it. You know what? I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Nope. Wrong button. Ugh. Stop changing what the action key is, programmers. I know this is the same action key as Mass Effects 2 and 3, but it's not the same action key that it was in Ma- in the PC port of Mass Effect 1 back in the day, and I keep hitting E, which is the squad command in Mass Effect 2 and 3 and in all three games in Legendary Edition, but in the original PC port of Mass Effect, it was E the was the interact key, and so I keep doing that, and it's well, yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, no, you don't have to go over there, Tally. It's just me hitting the wrong button because they changed them. Because they literally changed the keys. The corner is as high as an elephant, and it looks like reaching clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day. Hey, oh, this is the one where all the turrets are guarding it before you even get there, isn't it? Ah, it's out of range. Mm. Yeah, there goes the rocket. Way off there. Stupid little turret. Yeah, I'd stop to get this, only there's a good chance of getting killed by a turret. Okay, get down. Mm-hmm. Where's the next one? Yep. Anyone else? So here's the thing. Do you think there are GEF programs inside these turrets, since the GEF can download into basically any hardware? That just occurred to me. Are there GEF runtimes in these turrets? killing Geth by shooting their turrets. Yeah, I hate this jammed thing because sometimes it starts when you're well away from the base and then because and on other it can make it take a very long time to find the base because it doesn't even appear on your map anymore. You have to keep going to your mini map. Hey, I take out one of you guys on foot later on, so don't get cocky, Colossus. Yep, and that was the easy one. Oh wait, that was the easy one. Yeah, see, it's like I was saying the other day. I think all the Quarians would go mad from needing to scratch their nose. I really do. I think they'd all go insane. Well, I wonder, are we going to turn these matriarch writings over to a museum or something at the end of this? Or are they a tax write-off? What are they? Are they just her? Are they just her live journal that blabs on and on about nothing? Or are they actually worth something? What do you think? Ugh. You know what I'm at? I know I'm leaving experience points on the table, but you know what? I just remembered how hard it is to get up that mountain and get to the objective. So get to those things. I'm not doing it. I'm done. I'm not doing that. That's my one cheat of this playthrough. That's my one bit of laziness in this playthrough. I'm not doing that. I'm not spending the next 20 minutes going up that mountain. I'm falling back down it to go up it. Hmm. See what I mean about that being annoying? Look, I mean, now I'm not even sure which way I'm pointing in relation to that base. So I have to, it's just an annoyance, so I have to, see, I'm actually kind of pointed the wrong way, so I have to, like, go in here, readjust, or you can completely miss the base. I've completely missed it in the past. Oh, see, yep, there it is. Oh, come on. Oh, that was, see, and now the boost button is right next to the zoom. Where's the remaining guys? Okay, who's still jamming me then if everybody's dead? Or was this? Oh. Oh, you sneaky guy blending in with the color. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I have to take on one of these things and get it to fly away. Well, hope you have insurance, because this is going to be one heck of a repair bill you have on your ship. No, we're not. We have to kill all these guys now, or it doesn't count. There you go. Now, now we are. Now we're halfway, Caden. Thank you. My compliments to whoever made the mod that actually tells you where the missions are. Now, this is a huge quality of life improvement on the galaxy map. Before it didn't tell you and you had to remember like, oh, they told me to go to this planet in this system. Oh yeah, that NPC I talked to 3 hours and 2 missions ago. Yeah, I'm gonna remember I'm gonna remember all the data they gave me, all every offhand thing they said about that sub about that. Hmm, that's odd. I had to be slightly off center there. That was odd. Hmm. I wonder which heavy metal, cause I don't care much for Metallica. Boop, 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 boop. Do 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 do. Ah, great. Vast pieces of open terrain. That just screams Fresher Mall. At least it does to me. Rub my eye. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember being ambushed by a Fresher Mall on this planet. Let's go. Oh yeah, two things on top of each other for me to get. They wouldn't be for me to get experience from. The programmers wouldn't be. Yep, what did I tell you? BioWare is not a generous group of programmers. All right, they're not that generous. No. Oh no. Back up. I'm not having him come up under me. You may have size, but I actually have a brain stem. Mm. You may have size, but Come on, just die already. Just need one or two more hits. So yeah, by all means, come out to attack me now. Alright, well, at least I got some XP. Okay, I get. Brainham, Brainham. Alright, now let's go to that base. I'm gonna save just because that went fairly well with that fresher mall. So, I'm not sure why. If you wonder why I keep looking down just in case somebody commented, because I have to look at my cell phone because for some reason OBS, and I can't figure out why. I haven't changed any options, and I looked. It should be bringing up, but for some reason, it's not bringing up the thing where it brings up on your second monitor the comment. You know, the comments from your live stream. So I have to have my phone on running it just so I can see if anybody said anything. I don't think anybody ever will say anything because I'm probably not that good. Uh, and I don't want to be rude if somebody does. So let's go. Okay. Now it'll probably jam me 5 miles out, and then I'll have to. Yep. What did I say? Yep. Now I have to. Yep. Okay. I seem to still be going the right way. So yeah. I think if I follow this crevasse, it will take me there. I think it's right around this corner. If it's not, I'm lost. Oh yeah, this is the one where I kind of have to duck behind here. And this was one of those ones where the shield recharging in the original in the first Mass Effect was like really annoying because I used to have to duck back here and wait like they take down my shields. You have to and then I'd have to duck back here and wait like 5 minutes for the shields to recharge. It made this mission take forever back in the day. Mass Effect Legendary Edition doesn't just have new graphics; it has some decent quality of life improvements too. Now I think it may make a now I think some of those make it push it too much into the make it a little too easy sometimes, but hey, better than having my time wasted, I guess. Okay. Ah, great. Another one of those drop ships. Die. Die. Boy, you really tried to hold on here, dropship. You you reinforced it for like 2 seconds. Bravo. Well, we still have plenty of Geth to kill in the game, in the rest of the game, so don't worry. So don't worry, Rex. So let's go. So now apparently in the state of California, you can get paid for striking, like not by your union, not out of your union dues or anything. No, the state is actually going to give you unemployment for striking. So why would anybody ever go back to work? Ah, and how are now all these Hollywood writers, actors, and everything else, they're just going to claim every time that they have that the offer isn't satisfactory and just keep striking forever and getting paid for that. And so I want to know, how is a Hollywood actor or writer now any different than the guys around here who exaggerate a workplace injury so they can receive workman's comp and unemployment for the rest of their lives and live in their trailer park. Have Hollywood actors and writers just put themselves on the same level as trailer trash? Uh, I don't know. This is a weird timeline we're living in. I mean, good night. I mean, it's a timeline where we get where 10 Fast and the Furious movies exist and where Fast and the Furious went into space. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've never watched a Fast and Furious movie all the way through. I've seen bits of them at other people's houses and stuff, but I'm pretty sure I remember the first one just being about weren't they like hijack weren't they just like hijacking trucks full of like TVs or DVD players or something? Wasn't it just like an illegal street racing gang that was also hijacking trucks and stealing what was in them? I mean, how did you go? I bet you the car stunts were still over the top in that, but how did you go from that to shooting a car into space? And yet they're still making them. I don't think they're ever going to stop, and it's like this is a weird timeline. Meanwhile, there are so many film trilogies that didn't get completed, or there are so many movies that ended on a cliffhanger, which is why I would never end any movie I make on a cliffhanger, even if I was making a movie, even if I had more stories to tell with those characters, I would always make the first one sort of stand alone and just leave something for them to do in a second movie, but make but like Star Wars, George Lucas wanted to make a series, but he had no idea how this would go over as science fiction films went hit or miss. Yeah, in 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 the 70s, they either you had some that were big hits, you had some that were minor hits, and then you know, I mean, the ones that were making money were, the Planet of the Apes sequels, but they were only making money because they kept cutting the budget for each subsequent film. But until I think the last one was made for only like $800,000, which is insane for insane for a science fiction action film where you have where you have characters in heavy makeup. And I just have to say, while that movie did have wonky ape masks, I do respect. I do. I do have a lot of respect for production team behind it for really being able to make anything on that, really able to make anything that held up in any way on that budget. That because that was insane. But yeah. He um, so he deliberately structured the first movie so if it did bomb or if it just made some money but not enough to justify getting a sequel, it would be a satisfying movie to watch on its own. And it would feel like, oh yeah, they've had the confrontation with the main villain. Yeah, Darth Vader lived through it, but but then again, in the first movie, I always felt Tarkin was the main villain, not Vader, and Vader was kind of his henchman. So yeah, so the main villain did get his comeuppance. So yeah, th- why are there so many stupid space zombies? But yeah, I really think so. That's what frustrates me a lot when I'm watching modern movies is when it's a movie that is going to have a niche audience like Alita Battle Angel, and then they deliberately end it on an overt cliffhanger when they had to know going in it was they had to know going in getting the first movie made was a long shot, so getting a sequel was an even bigger long shot. So why end it on a cliffhanger? At least George Lucas had enough respect for his audience to say, okay, this was a I know it was a fluke that I got this movie made. I mean, it was a real fluke that it became, one of the biggest hits of all time. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to hit that. Again, I was trying to run, and I hit the wrong button. Trying to run to turn around and get these guys, but um, so so he had enough respect for his audience that he went, yeah, I'm not going to tell them that a sequel that might never come in, to give them a conclusion to promise a conclusion in a sequel that might never come. Where are you? Tally, Garrus, where are you? There you are. Okay, now we're getting overrun with these guys. Yeah, taking cover out in the open isn't too bright. What is this guy doing? uh, because you want to respond to me killing all of you guys, or do you just not care? I feel like these Geth must be underpaid or something, and they don't really care about their job anymore. So they're just phoning it in here. Oh, well, you know who's also phoning it in? Garrison Tally shooting that computer instead of aiming for a gaff. So, yeah, everybody seems to be phoning it in today. Hey, let's just go. There's nothing here I can use. I just have to pointlessly reduce it to Omnigel. Ah, great. Where are they? This is the one where you can accidentally fall off a whole mountain where you're fighting the gaff. I've done that before. I don't intend to today, though. Okay, where is the last guy? See, you can get knocked on these guys, and then yeah. Oh, they're doing a rug pull on us. I see. I see. Yeah, if I see what you're doing. Okay, let's move then. Let's move and get this over with. Geffy, Geffy, Geffy. My one indulgence that I kept up through this diet, which is working. I've lost like 10 pounds in the past 2 weeks, and all I'm doing is I'm choosing lower calorie foods, and I'm keeping my serving sizes. I'm tracking all my calories and keeping myself down to a and keep myself down to 1,000 to 1,200 calories per day. And like last week, because of the whole celebration of fire departments, 100th anniversary, I sort of cheated, but it didn't affect it at all because every other day I've been keeping up on it. And the other thing I've done is I've completely eliminated sugar from my diet. I used to eat dessert every day. I used to eat dessert after after when I was depressed. I used to eat dessert after lunch and dinner, and I've totally taken that. I've totally gotten sugar out for 2 weeks, and quite frankly, I'm feeling the best I have in a long time, and it's great. And right, but yeah, my goal is to lose 160 pounds to get down to the ideal weight for my size. I know that, but if I can just lose like 2 or 3 pounds a week, I can get there in like a year and a half. So I'm hoping that in a year and a half, I won't be recognizable on my videos. I'm hoping in a year and a half I won't be recognizable on my videos, or you know, because and when I run into somebody who hasn't seen me in a while, you know, they'll be surprised. That's my goal. That and as you can probably tell from my older videos, I put off one of the things that I'm doing to motivate myself is I normally dress with like, in a suit with a tie and everything, but I've grown out of all my clothes like that, and my one suit that does fit me, it's in bad shape from being so old. But I am not getting a new one. I could get a new one, but I'm motivating myself by getting it into by you know by I'm not going to get a new one until I've reduced my weight, until I've gotten down to my ideal weight, and then I think I'll look a lot better in it anyway. I mean, my feeling is if I actually, you know, finish this, then a suit at my present size will be a waste of money, because in a couple of years, it won't fit. It'll just hang off me. So that's what I'm hoping. That's the point I'm hoping to get to, is where my current clothes hang off me and I have to replace my entire wardrobe. And I'm going to replace it with something nicer than I have right now. But yeah, but the one thing that I do indulge in each day is they have these little cans of Pepsi made with real sugar, and that is my favorite soda. I can't stand high fructose corn syrup anymore now that I've had the Pepsi with the real sugar in it. And I think they're 7.5 ounces, and they actually have fewer calories than a 12 ounce. They actually have like half the calories of a 12-ounce serving of juice. I was drinking juice as my as my indulgent to get a break from water each day until I figured out that and I know there are other reasons why juice is healthy for you, but right now I'm just trying to keep the calorie count down. And I found that and once I found that it has that it actually has fewer calories than a similarly sized. It has like half the calories. Uh, a container of soda has a half a calories of this of because it only has 90 calories, and I looked up a similar size. Oh, I forgot. You can't shoot when it's repairing. That's what they did to you. Come on. Oh, great. But yeah, that's what I get for not paying attention. That's what I get for not paying attention. And talking about my diet instead, which I'm sure is of no interest to anybody. But yeah, but that's how I'm doing it. I'm down like 10 pounds so far, which isn't much, but it's a good start for me because somebody who didn't have the willpower before to carry on to and somebody who got this way because I have struggled with depression all my life. I've struggled with depression. Even when I was a kid, I struggled with it, and it's like, oh, good night. Also, what happened to destructible cover? In Mass Effect 2, that doesn't really exist anymore. I mean, I thought they were using the same engine, so that's kind of odd. Did we get them all? No, what is there to shoot at? Oh, there's one hiding behind here somewhere. Oh, one of those guys. One of you boys, huh? Now I can use some of this because I had to repair my Mako. Yeah, I always feel like if I use Omnigel to get past it, I always feel like I'm cheating. I'm gonna see if there's anything else I can use here to get my Omnigel back up to maximum real quick. But yeah, I always feel like I'm cheating if I use Omnigel to override. Or anything up here? No, it's an oddly. Normally there's something up here for you to grab, but there isn't today. Alright. Oh well. But yeah, so that's something. And so yeah. So yeah, but those real sugar Pepsis are delicious. And I was a Coca-Cola guy before this, you can't get but you can't get Coca-Cola with real sugar. I mean, you can get them in the glass bottles once in a while, but they're not really available over here. Um, yeah, they're off and on. It's spotty at best in the stores in my area. So yeah, but yeah, only 90 calories. So you know that's like that's like that's like 1/11th of my diet for the day. But but it keeps me from getting bored. So it's just like, but yeah, if you want something good to drink, those work. Whatever you say. Duh. No, I get no, no. I just want a copy for no reason. You think you can use a song to rank them out? Make a copy. At least until game two. At least until game two. Alright, we got that taken care of. I think there are a couple more. Yeah, yeah. I haven't come across that bomb yet. So yeah, that's at least still out there. Boy, my eye itches. Increasing patrols. That implies that there were patrols before. I was the only one here. You can't increase something that wasn't there in the first place. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Be bop ball. Yeah, great. Oh no. I don't want to hear I don't want to hear about how you need to put more fiber in your diet, Hackett. We I just told you I'm not getting enough fiber in my diet. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Okay, that's another mess I have to clean up. Yeah, I'd agree. I'd agree. You didn't know where this thing would end up. I dare to remind you that space is mostly empty. Yeah, no, 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 no. For once, I agree with the council. This is insanely. I mean, good night. I mean, good night. Some peaceful aliens or space travelers come across this probe. They try to communicate with it, and boom, they get a nuke in the face. I mean, what? Yeah, okay, yeah. I want to check all these for matriarch ratings and the like first. But it's like, no, 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 no. For all the times the council is out of line, this is the one time they're in line. I mean, imagine. Imagine you're just going about your day, you know, doing your thing. You find a probe, you don't know what it is, and you go, okay, I'll just say hi to it, and then it blows up in your frickin' face with a nuke, and you've got Hiroshima too. You got Hiroshima and Nagasaki too on your hands. Do 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 do. I refuse. Yeah, I mean, that's just that's just wrong. I'm just gonna say it. That's just wrong. No one should have to. No one should have to wonder if they're just gonna randomly get nuked in the middle of their day. Uh, I mean, just look at that sky. Oh my gosh! I never realized that that's animated. It's actually animated. You could actually see. That is so cool. I know I played this game a dozen times before, but still, that's cool. That is cool. Ah. Mhm. Wow, you two are the brightest bulbs on the tree, really. Yeah, I don't see how this changes much other than I'm not going. Other than we now know that there's some sort of that we know there's some sort of ambush coming. We still have to disarm it. Let's go. Do 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 do. I'm just walking through, trying to find my way through this cave that has a nuke in it. Hoping that I don't get blown up. Boop a doop a doo. Let's just go in here. Let's just go. What the That's they changed that guy because he was a human in he was a human in the original version of the game. Yeah, I don't really care. And now you're going to use a nuke to kill free people. That seems like that doesn't that seems like it that seems like a good use of your resources. You get a hold of a nuke and you use it to kill all of free people. Oh boy. You can't take the Normandy, you idiot. Rather doubt that. Boy. Now we have to do a hacking mini game. Well, that got it. I guess I'm I guess I'm so leveled up with Caden here and his electronic skills that it's not going to be a much of a problem. I guess. I guess that's why I didn't have to do the mini game. Which one? Which one does run now? Cause that's the button they. Okay. 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 Come on. Okay, Elliot. Where are you? Where are you hiding now? Yeah, take on a Mako on foot. That makes sense. Anomaly. I'll go investigate the anomaly, I guess. The game used to freeze and just make you go back to the Normandy after this, but huh. Korean insignia recovered. Return to Normandy. Well, that was a good day's work, I would say. We got him. Yeah, right in on here. Yep. So, time to recruit Liara, I think. There's a golden haze on the meadow. A bright golden haze on the meadow. Well, you know what? I think I'll save recruiting Liara for another time. So, thanks for watching, and have a good day. And God bless.